What's up, Dank? Plymouth Fury here. Check this noise out, right? I'm not pissed off anymore. I'm more pissed off that you keep blocking every fucking comment I put on that fucking video. If you're going to make accusations like that, you got to expect the man's people to want some answers. You said yesterday you're just going to go live and address this shit. And we was waiting on you. We was waiting on you, man. Nothing. And no response to the comments. Just keeps all the comments from every channel that I've tried to comment on have been deleted. With nary a word from you. Listen, you drew first blood. You barked up the wrong tree, eh? Right? So since you won't address it, I'm going to address it. We're talking about a 70-plus-year-old man, all right? There's plenty of other fucking weirdos out there without you fucking going after a 70-year-old man that was falsely accused in the first place, you fuck. I'll tell you something. If you don't address this pretty soon, like I have no control over what the SAR does, eh? That's an Army Ranger you're dealing with. Look him up. I'm telling you people, you Betty Washam fucking washtards. You don't know who you're fucking with. You're gonna find out. Mark my fucking words. If you're gonna make accusations like that, you should be willing to defend them. So far you ain't defended shit. You talk a bunch of crap about how, oh, I'll go in the live stream, and no live stream, no answers to our comments, and comments get deleted. Is that how you handle that shit? Dank? You're just gonna spew a bunch of fucking bullshit, and then when people step to you about it, you're gonna fucking run away to mommy? Hide under her aprons? Fucking curtain apron dress shit? I don't know the exact terminology for that analogy. You're gonna have to address this. One way or the fucking other, you're gonna address this, buddy. Because this ain't going away. You open your fucking mouth, you're the one that opened your fucking mouth. And stuck your nose where it didn't belong. So now you're gonna fucking address it. Need I continue? Well, you didn't know what the fuck you were dealing with before, but now you know, don't you? Alors, grouille-toi, tabarnak! Parce que ça presse! Tu comprends-tu, là? Plymouth Fury out.
We're everywhere.
Hello, this is Dave from Net4 Truth USA, Inglorious Patriots. It is October 7th, 2022, and the time now is 18:14 hours Eastern Time here in beautiful southern North Carolina. I have a situation with a friend that I hope all of you listening can help me with. Top secret Army Ranger who's been on this channel, on my BitChute channel, on my YouTube channel, and my other channels a number of times, and I'll leave the links for the 4 latest videos he did with Plymouth Fury down in the description. He's living in deplorable conditions in Florida, but not because of the hurricane. because of the person that he has to share living space with, his landlord. And I will describe that later on in the video. But what really gets me is his son, who is a gifted child, skipped 2 grades in school and was doing very well, is being subjected to a very abusive and very non-conducive to learning situation at home, which cannot be tolerated any longer.
This here is an exclusive interview that I did one-on-one with a gentleman, we shall call him Joe, who used to work at Area 51, amongst other things, was also an Army Ranger, and he spilled the beans back in 2019 with me, did the entire interview with him, put it up. A few days later, he told me to take it down because men in black were threatening him and following him, and that ain't no joke. So this video has actually been scrubbed from the net. At the same time, I took down his GoFundMe and all this stuff because he was literally being threatened, because these guys have to sign non-disclosure agreements and stuff when they go to work for these people, right? And he basically broke that agreement, and so he was being followed and shit like that. I'll let him tell you guys all about it in part 2 of this exclusive interview, which has been 3 years coming. And now I'm back in contact with the man, and he wants to blow even more shit up. And given the events of the past 3 years, I think he's got a lot to say. But let's start with this. This is from, like I said, back in 2019. And it has not seen the light of day since I put it up and had to take it down again. So here it is. And keep in mind that this is the real deal. Video little brothers.
What the hell is the damn guy's name? Fucking Freddy. Fucking,
Never
that's
heard
his
of him.
name. Fucking Freddy. He did a live stream with these trolls that have been hassling about him about this whole thing. He did it to come clean, and they were like pit bulls after a steak, man. They didn't really give him a chance to really defend himself in any, or tell the story, like, because I mean, there's.
Well, tell him that when you talk to him, say, Dave, tell your story.
Exactly.
I'm not a troll. I'm here to help you, defend you. You can tell them Joe and Stony and everybody, they're worried about you. Get it out. Everybody's behind you.
Because I mean, the only thing I got out of watching that live stream was that the whole thing has something to do with the amount of Ritalin that they're prescribing to these kids in the schools. Like, and Dave was speaking out about that or something like that. And
Yeah.
you know, I'm from Canada, and our schools are full of that crap. I mean, 8 out of 10 kids or something. It's ridiculous. It really is. And so I can kind of see where he's coming from.
Well, I went to my son's school, and I said my son is not to receive any shots, because I've talked to parents down here where they signed the permission slip and said, no, I didn't want my kid to get that shot. The kid came home and they got the shot anyway. So I said to my kid's principal, if you plan on giving my son any shots and I find out about it, I said, I don't care if I go to jail. I'm coming here for you, because I'm telling you as a man, face to face. He is my responsibility, and what I say he gets, and when I say he don't get, he don't get. I said, I do not want my son getting anything. No pills, no nothing. Do you understand? And he went, yes. And I said, okay.
Perfect.
I said, this is your one and your only warning. If my son comes home and says, Dad, they gave me a shot, I said, I will be here in 15 minutes. And if you're not here, I will come the next day.
Right on, brother.
I watched a YouTube video where they said doctors won't even let their kids get vaccinated. Why?
Because
Why
they
won't
know
it
what's
go-
in it.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell my old lady. I said, you know, she's saying he has to have his shots, and they have to have the shots to get to school. You can't go to school. So I let him get them shots. But I said, that's his last shot. He's not getting any more shots. So we drive past this mountain, giant mountain range, but they have like garage doors, the ones that lift, not slide up, they lift up. And there's 9 bay doors. They might have added more by now. I don't know. I haven't been out there in 10 years or 12 years. But 2 of the bay doors were lifted, and they're called, see, I always ask people when they say, what, I know about S4, I know about all this, and you say, well, what is it? And they say a totally different thing. So S1 is 1 bay door, S2 is another bay door, S3 is another, and it goes to S9.
Okay.
So the second one and the 4th one was open. Now, if you know anything about Bob Lazar, he said he worked in S4, and that was the aircraft that he was in.
The sports model, he said, he called that one.
Yeah, and it was like, it was really small. I couldn't imagine myself getting in it, and I'm only 5'6". I'm looking at this thing like, I couldn't get in that fucking thing, you know?
But one of those little stinky guys could, though.
Yeah, and I said, well, them little stinky guys, they could crawl in there, and it would fit perfect, you know?
Imagine the smell.
So I actually seen, you know, I seen them. But people don't realize that Area 51 does have stuff, and most of it, they say maybe 50-50, maybe 60-40%. They're doing legitimate testing of aircraft, but they also have facilities underground. Now, I know people that told me that worked there that were biologists that there's 9 levels, but now this guy that you know, who introduced us, he's telling me the guy he knows is saying there's 21 levels. Well, I never heard of that. That to me is far-fetched unless I seen it to believe it. And that's where they're supposedly keeping the aliens. But Area 51, everybody's focused on Area 51. Area 51. Whatever they call that place. What is that place? Dulce, New Mexico. And Wright Patterson in Ohio. They're the 2 main hubs. Area 51 is basically like just to keep our interest, so you don't look at the other things. They throw you crumbs out and shit like that. And what they did to Bob Lazar, there's a video on YouTube that one of my friends called me up and said, dude, you got to watch this. Now, in the video, I think it's between 30 and 33 minutes in, they show someone open a file cabinet. They show the person filing, looking for his thing, and you can actually see my name in the video, my file. It says, you know, so that blew me away. And I was like, holy shit. My name is on video, you know, and that,
maybe
oh my God.
Maybe I might like take this part out of the recording.
Yeah, you might want to, but
that might be a good idea.
But it's in a video, and they were talking about Bob Lazar, and I was like blown away when I seen my file go by. I was like, holy shit. Oh my God. There's my proof. I could show everybody I was actually there.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just a mess. The government, they're so far advanced. My son's 7. By the time he hits my age, 55, the technology that he's going to have, they already have now. And by the time my son's children will be 55, and they'll have the technology that they'll have that they're working on now.
Yep.
So they're so far advanced from us, you know, whatever they're doing. Supposedly, when Eisenhower made that peace treaty that they could take so many humans and they were going to give us military secrets. Well, that turned out to be a bust because they barely gave us anything. And supposedly the aliens were working with the Germans, the Russians, the Chinese. So if we have it, they have it. But they only gave us so much technology, from what I understand from people, that you know, what they promised, they didn't give, and they were only supposed to take so many people to experiment on, but then they just got carried away and said, fuck you to the government, and started mutilating animals and kids and people. So we're, you know, I understand it's pedophiles and stuff, but pedophiles can't make 800,000 kids a year go missing.
Nope.
You know, 800,000. That's almost 1 million kids a year go missing. Where are they going?
Down there.
Yeah. So it's just like, I don't trust this government. And see, I'm in a pickle now where I live with my mother-in-law. I got uranium and radiation poisoning, and the VA said, well, we could find you housing, but there's a waiting list 3 to 5 years. And my doctors tell me I could have 6 months to 2 years to live. Now I got a 7-year-old son, and we have no place to live. I can't get. Dave started me a GoFundMe account, and I got $1,965. I see on the news this morning that this guy Kavanaugh and the fake lady that accused him, now she's a professor. They get paid great money, and he's been a judge for how many years? Probably taking kickbacks and all this shit, make millions.
Uh-huh.
Well, somebody started them a GoFundMe account.
Why?
Now here's a professor that makes probably who knows how much money. She's a millionaire. She's got $400,000 and some in her GoFundMe account, and Kavanaugh, she's got over 700,000. Now, I served
you just blew my head open. I don't understand.
Look on YouTube. It's all over YouTube about their GoFundMe account. Just go on GoFundMe, and you'll see the money that they're raising for these multi-millionaires that can afford to lose their job and still live comfortably for the rest of their lives.
I'm aghast.
And I served my country twice, was wounded in battle, got a Purple Heart, and the people sent me not even $2,000.
What the fudge? Okay, so
and
now I see why. I know.
my mother-in-law's house, we got so many roaches that if you kill 10, 10 more come out. 20 more come out. So I tried to get the township to help me, get me housing. Nobody can help me. Nobody. And since I've been opening my mouth, I'm a disabled vet. I get a Social Security check every month. I was getting a substantial amount. And now for some reason I'm getting $604. So when I called Social Security, they couldn't explain to me why so much money was being taken out of my Social Security, that they would look into it. Well, I never got an answer back, and I've called 4 times in the last 2 years since they cut it down. So they're trying to shut me up because they know I'm talking. My phone's tapped. When I talk to Stoney or Dave, I hear the clicking or humming or beeping.
Yeah,
So
I've been hearing a bit of stuff like that during our conversation, like little weird little things. I'm recording it all, though, don't worry.
My wife called up the VA, and she tried to get me help, and they said, well, your husband's not entitled to help because he was only in the military 7 weeks, and we had to discharge him out of basic training because he hurt his back.
What?
Now, that's not true.
No?
I got an honorable discharge. If you hurt your back in basic training, if you don't even make it out of basic training, you don't get an honorable discharge.
No.
You get a medical discharge.
Yep.
Now, I have in my possession an honorable discharge. And see, where Bob Lazar was smart, they tried to do the same thing to him, discredit him, saying he didn't go to MIT, he never worked here, he never worked there.
Yep.
But he was smart enough to save his pay stubs.
Huh.
So that guy George Knapp, the news reporter, when he ran his pay stubs, it came back to the United States Navy. It was a government check. So if he didn't work for the government like they say he never did, how could he get government checks? They try to ruin your life.
Yep.
They erase you.
Yep.
My wife called Rutgers and said that I lost my degree, you know, and in the move, and can I get one to replace me? Rutgers University told my wife they have no record in that period of time ever attending Rutgers. Yeah. And I have two. I live in Port St. I'm somewhere in Florida, and I have a lake across the street from my house. It's not a big lake. You can walk around it maybe 5 minutes. But every other day, sometimes it's 4 days in a row, my wife will go to work and she'll say, there's 2 black trucks sitting across the street facing our house. And they're there, and they're there, and they're there, and then they leave. The next day they'll be there, and they're there, and they're there. Blacked out windows, black Broncos, and they leave. But they've been here coming and going now for the last 4 or 5 months since I've really been opening my mouth. But I decided, since they were going to kill me, the government has everybody duped. Everybody. Area 51 is nefarious for doing things. I know I was there. But from what I hear from other people that I know, you know, the basic place is that place in New Mexico. They have the aliens living underground, and they have supposedly weird shit. People with 4 arms, and squirrels with rat heads, and rabbits with a dog tail. And, I mean, shit like that. And I'm like, this is getting to be like fucking Stephen Kingish now. This is getting to be out of control. And now they got me in a situation where I guess I'm in the system. Even if I call the town that's supposed to help you, like they pay you rent for 6 months so you get on your feet, and they won't help me. I'm not eligible because I'm not a veteran. I'm showing them my honorable discharge, and they're saying, but it says here you didn't make it through the military. And I show them my scars and everything. Then I said, then how did I get this goddamn gaping hole in my stomach? Did I stab myself? You know, God. But they're wiping me out. They're wiping me out slowly but surely. And I'm in fear of my family. Like I said, I have a 7-year-old and my wife, and, you know, there's a story where they had a man, he took something out of Area 51 that he was not supposed to take. He snuck it out. They always find out.
Yep.
So they told him, listen, if you bring it back, they took his wife and kid. They said, if you bring it back, get your wife and kid, and you better fucking disappear. So when he went to Area 51 to bring it back, he realized he was waiting for the ride. While he was waiting for the ride, he realized, wait a minute, my wife and kid are already probably dead and gone. So he took off, and he's still in hiding to this day with whatever information he has.
Fuck.
He was like, if you ever heard of Phil Snyder.
Yep.
He was good. He had some information and pictures that were going to blow the lid off Area 51. And they kidnapped his wife and kid, and he never seen him again, and this man's still in hiding. The government, like our friend that introduced us, he's starting to work with that guy, and I begged him not to. Because once you know too much, they can't let you walk away. It's not like working at Burger King and you get pissed off at your boss because he told you to mop the floor again. You could say, I quit. No, it's like the mob. You don't quit. There's only one way out.
Yep.
And since I had no reports or refractions against me while I was in for anything bad, one day they said to me, pack your stuff, tomorrow you're leaving, tomorrow's your last day, your military assistance here will no longer be needed. And I was gone. That was it. Gave me a check for a couple $1,000 and said, have a nice life. And Thanks for your service.
And now they basically completely abandoned you. No help.
Yeah, and since I met Dave maybe a year ago, and that's when everything started collapsing around me. We lost our house because we couldn't pay the mortgage. My Social Security check dropped, and my wife worked at 7-Eleven. And it's not only mortgage, you got electric, you got water, you got cable, and I got a kid that, you know, he's going to school, he's growing like a weed. You got to buy clothes, sneakers, food. We didn't have enough money, so we had to move in with my mother-in-law. And when she comes home, I basically don't even come out of my room. It's like I'm in prison. We are like fire and ice. And I've never done nothing to the woman, and she just doesn't like me because I'm older than my mother-in-law. She's 53 and I'm 55, and I'm married to her 35-year-old daughter. So I think that drives her nuts. But we're trying to get out of here, but we can't get no one to help us. So Dave suggested, he started the first GoFundMe account. He said, you're going to have someone else start you another GoFundMe account, but tell the story through your son's eyes. Like, my dad was an Army Ranger, and he's very sick, and my dad might die, and I'm 7. I don't want to lose my dad. He said, make it really sympathetic, because the first time Dave just wrote my story, I have a 50-something-year-old Army Ranger, and he's going to be homeless, and the people mustered up not even $2,000. But when I seen Kavanaugh and Ford getting GoFundMe accounts for hundreds of thousands of dollars of people that already had millions, I was blown away.
Unreal. Unfreaking real.
And I got in trouble in 2003 when I was getting discharged. I was invited to the White House to get my Purple Heart personally from George Bush. Well, I went to the White House, and you all stand at attention. He comes into the Oval Office. And when he put it around my neck, and he stuck his hand out, and I stood at ease. I put my hand behind my back. So he didn't say nothing. He went on to the next guy. But when I got outside, I got reamed, and I got lowered in rank because I wouldn't shake his hand. And they asked me, why did you insult the president? I said, first of all, I grew up in New York City. My uncles helped build the World Trade Center. I watched it go up every day as I was a kid going to school. I seen it getting higher and higher and higher. I said, that was part of my heritage. I said, and I know what happened. There is no way in America you're going to tell, I don't care if these are Second World War veterans and they were in their 70s. There's no way you're going to tell me 4 guys with box cutters are going to take over a plane full of Americans. My mother was 72 when she died, and she was born and raised in New York City in the 20s, 30s when it was Depression era. She grew up tough. I'm pretty sure a bunch of old ladies would have got up and started swinging purses.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get me to believe that 4 Muslims aren't like us, built like John Cena or The Undertaker. You know, wrestlers or football players. They're average-sized guys. I'm pretty sure 75 people in a plane could have took down 4 Muslims with box cutters. So a couple people would have got slashed, but they would have got them.
Uh-huh.
So right from that get-go, I knew that story was full of shit.
With the combined efforts of Plymouth Fury and myself, we are very close to having enough funds to move Top Secret Army Ranger out of Florida and up here to North Carolina, where he will be my neighbor and be a part of my videos. We accomplished this with dual campaigns on GoFundMe and GiveSendGo. However, the majority of the assistance was sent via personal check or payments to our accounts or PayPal and Cash App by longtime subscribers who are fully aware of the 6-year-long smear campaigns waged against us by trolls and traitors who haven't got a clue about who we are and what we do. For those Soros-paid trolls who call us grifters, we will throw it right back in your face by proving what we do for our people. Question is, what have they done for anyone except to lie about them and engage in non-stop harassment of patriots by their own admission for 6 years? Stay tuned to this channel for the great reveal when Top Secret Army Ranger and his family get here, tentatively sometime in November. In the meantime, I have to say this against the biblical admonition, because some digital demons would have you believe otherwise. Therefore, when thou doest thine alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee. In other words, don't virtue signal, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. Neither I or any of my people would engage in any of the deceptions or grifts the trolls accuse us of. I might not be long for the Matrix, and I'm sure not going to lose the mansion prepared for me by my Lord and Savior for some worthless paper that some people think is worth something. That is their projection of what they are all about, and they see it in themselves and persecute others for it. I have over 24,000 subscribers on BitChute, and most of them are long-time subscribers who have called me and have had lengthy conversations with me. My work is referenced and copied and sent all over the internet. I'm not secretive about anything I do, but I do keep my alms between myself and those I try to help. It's none of anyone's business. Each and every dollar donated for someone I have advocated for has gone for that purpose, and I have the records to prove it. I am not wealthy, but I have enough to be comfortable, which is more than many veterans who will be sleeping on steam grates in big cities like New York this winter, while the fake president occupying the romper room White House sends billions of dollars to the Nazis in Ukraine. Top Secret Army Ranger is my family. His wife and son are my family. He is an American hero, just as my late friend Arthur Bernklau was an American hero. I will do whatever it takes, even if I have to go into debt, to keep American hero patriots from becoming homeless and out on the street. And those of you who have helped through the years, I won't ruin your blessing by performing virtue signaling by proxy, posting your name for all to see. If you're donating to help someone for the purpose of having your name in lights, your help is certainly appreciated, but you should reconsider and think about your motivation for your generosity. If I had Bill Gates's cheddar, there will not be one single homeless veteran American hero anywhere to be found in this country. And the person who achieved that end would never be discovered, no matter what was done to discover it. And that goes equally for what it is I do as a patriot and who I and my associates are connected to. The trolls haven't a clue, and it's been staring them in the face for damn near 6 years. It just goes to prove you can't fix stupid, no matter how hard you try. And even if you came out and said it right out in the open, stupid is persistent, and in some cases, it is intractable. The fundraisers are still open because Top Secret Army Ranger and his family are bugging out with just the clothes on their back and whatever they can carry and pack in the back of a Jeep Wrangler. I have the beds, but no other furniture. So we will have to go shopping at Ollie's Discount or get the basics for them out of Amazon or IKEA. Certainly it will be a blessing to have them out of that environment, and even if they're starting over, so to speak, at least they'll have all they'll need to survive right here. It won't be long before all of that stress and grief and drama will be a distant memory. So now I must thank all of you who have helped this cause, and the others I have raised funds for over the years. I must say thank you from the depths of my soul. My subscribers have had a hand in doing some fantastic things for people over the years, and you will be blessed by a power that is beyond understanding. Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in my house. And prove me now herewith, saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven, and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it. That is the Lord's words, and I have had both the blessing and cursing when I prayed for him to stand by me. Come what may, he has never abandoned me when I prayed for his help and considered it done. His grace is sufficient, and I'm blessed by all of you who have manifested the Lord's blessings upon me and those I have advocated for. Thank you very much for listening. This is Dave from Net4 Truth USA, Inglorious Patriots. God bless you all.
Or, in the alternative, I want to get in my Jeep and I want to drive the 6.
So, he is going to receive an unaccompanied minor? Something ain't right here. Something ain't right. This dude is saying that he's willing to drive 600 miles to go pick up some kid.
600 miles.
Is he dealing with a family that has a kid that might be autistic or something and don't want to deal with the kid? Are they selling it? Are they selling the kid to David? I don't know. I'm asking questions.
I'll down there and go get him. Because this situation cannot be tolerated any longer. And when the boy heard that he is coming up here, he broke out into tears of joy. That's what Plymouth told me. So I started a Give Send Go account, and hopefully we can get enough money to move them up here. It's not going to take much. They don't have much stuff. Just enough to rent a U-Haul truck and get them up here. I run a trailer park, so housing is not going to be a problem. But the situation has got...
Oh, David, you run a trailer park now? So are you saying you're the manager of that pedophile trailer park? That trailer park that you live in that's full of pieces of shit like you?
Any reason why you're rolling your window up when I walk up to this car?
No, sir.
You had been driving it down for the past mile?
I just rolled it up.
Alright, step out of the car for me. Step out. Do not shut that window. Open it now. Step out. Right here. Face that direction. Face that direction. Put your hands right here behind your back. Don't move. Do you understand? Why are you acting so suspicious? Well, you're rolling your window up when I'm walking up on scene for a routine traffic stop. Ain't nothing going on. You roll your window up. What does that look like to me?
I mean, I'm just rolling it up because it's for my safety.
For your safety?
Yeah. Nothing. I rolled up my window.
Take off.
That's my dad.
Oh, sir.
Yeah.
I rolled up my window.
320, give me a unit code now.
And he got mad because I rolled up my window.
Step right here.
Go down.
I rolled it up.
Separate your feet.
Well, that's what happened, huh?
Yeah.
You're about to be arrested for blocking the roadway if you don't park and get out.
I rolled
Park over there.
I said I can. It's my right.
You are interfering with my job. You need to go park over there.
I rolled up my window like you said. It was my right to roll up my window.
No, it's not.
And now you're thinking, wait, just watch him. Watch me what? Watch me stand here? Yep.
But yep. Arrest him.
For what?
All right. Put your phone down.
Blocking the roadway?
Put your phone down. Turn around.
No, man.
Nope.
For what?
Hey.
What? Hold on. What am I blocking? I'm not blocking any roadway.
Nope. Enough.
I am not blocking a roadway.
Right. Put your phone down. Put your hands behind your head.
Hey, Russ, I hope you got this on video. This guy's arresting me for just standing here. And now he's taking my phone away.
Hey.
Dude, oh my God.
Hey, you're gonna...
Dude, what are you doing?
You're gonna get sprayed. Okay? Put your hands behind your head.
Spray. God. Spray. I'm not even doing anything. Get that over here. Just get the
323, need a more unit. Run code.
Dude. What the heck, man?
Stop.
Stay away.
320, OC spread.
This is the kid fucker on BitChute.
What?
Yeah, is this the kid fucker on BitChute?
The what now? Kid fucker on BitChute.
Yeah, that's you.
No, you got the wrong guy, man.
Oh no, you must have the wrong number. I'm busy with a fucking kid in my fucking cock right now. What are you talking about? Quit putting these fucking videos up. You know
You're out of your fucking mind, bro. You know what? You know what? You need to do the research, dude, and just fucking figure it out for yourself. We've seen the damn evidence. Fuck, the guy was framed. The guy's totally framed.
I've seen the videos of fucking Perdashini. I've seen him talk about how the little boy, he was coming on to him. What could he possibly
give me a break. Are you serious? Okay, show me that video. I want to see a video where he's saying some shit like that. That's some bullshit. No fucking way. Listen, I'm a victim. Listen to me, please, for a minute. I'm a victim of a fucking tier 3. I know them. I hunt them. That's all I do. That's all I do, man. That guy ain't one of them, man. There's no way you're gonna ever convince that guy is one of those things. Fuck. There's no way. Fuck. Well, send me a link to it. Send me a link to it right now. Text it to me.
Look, I can't even do it now because y'all blocked me because I put it up on the comment section.
Well, put it up on my fucking channel. On fuck BitChute.com/Plymouth Fury. I ain't gonna block. Is this Dank?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
Y'all put the number on there. I've been trying to tell people about fucking Dave for a long time, man. But there is a video of him talking about the little boy that he fucked with and got caught, and he went to jail for it.
You talking about that quote unquote interview that fucking Freddy did with the guy and Scooby Doo Dildo and all those fuckers?
Well, hey, look.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Look, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who it was when the words came out of the man's mouth. That he took the little kid out on a thing, and the little boy came on to him. He was like,
there's no way he said that. I've got to see this fucking video. You put it in the comments of the last video I put up on BitChute.com/Plymouth Fury. I want to fucking see it.
You're just Plymouth Fury. Then you blocked me on there too, bro.
I didn't. I never block anyone off my channel, so there's no way.
Okay.
At least I don't think so. What's your username? I'll unblock you. What's your username? If I block
my name is Weaponized Autism.
Weaponized Autism.
Yeah.
I don't recall blocking anybody by that name, but go give it a try right now. Let me go to my channel. Hold up. You want to fucking listen? You want to fucking? There's no way that guy said some shit like that. You guys always take shit out of fucking context when fucking like when he made that joke.
Look, here's the thing.
Hold up.
Here's the thing, man. Look, however the context you want to talk about it, he gained the trust of some dude and his family, and got this little kid to come with him on a camping trip, and then was like, well, we're not going to be able to make it. We're going to have to sleep in the back of this truck, and then talk about them rubbing on each other. And
no way. Sorry, I don't believe that.
Look, and then this fucking dude says, "Oh, my lawyer's going to rip this kid a new asshole," and then now he's posting it.
What he said actually was, if that kid had got on the stand, my lawyer would have ripped him a new asshole.
Yeah,
that's what he said.
Yeah, you've seen the video. No need to.
Of course, I've seen the fucking video. Yes, of course I've seen it. Of course I've seen it.
You don't.
But like I said, you guys fucking took everything that guy said completely out of context in that interview. You guys didn't give him a fucking chance to. Don't give me this shit. All right. You're fucking out of your minds, man. Dude, whatever.
Go hang out with your pedo, buddy.
He's not a pedo.
Y'all have fun, fucking little kids together.
Yeah, whatever. Dumbass. We are cockroaches. We have adapted to all of it, except this. Well, you know, time will tell on that one. But they're out of time now. Because what they have done... Listen. You guys don't know what I do. You don't know what it does to me. You have no fucking idea what it does to me. And you know what it is for me? It's exorcism. It's penance. It's me doing the frickin' rosary. Is what it is. It's my penance. Because if I had been brave when it was done to me, when I was 7 years old, when I was a little kid, and don't come to my face, yeah, it wasn't your fault, you were just a kid, you didn't know. Kids have won wars. I should have been braver than I was because I knew that he was a violent threat. And this is why I do not ever, ever, ever gonna believe what you say about Dave. Because I know what a tier 3 is. This particular tier 3 that went on to do what he did to me, to how many other kids, and he was part of that whole Child Sex Canada thing. You don't even want to know about that. I just lost my... I got so excited I dropped my joint. Can you believe that? Almost set the house on fire. I get incensed over this, and I get out under a collar. And yeah, baby, I attack you trolls in the comments, and I don't give a rat's ass. Yeah, bad as you want, nigga. I'll tell you what, that's me. Because you're not going to accuse my granddaddy Dave of being some shit that I've been fighting against all my fucking life. I don't give a rat's ass what the fuck forged bullshit documents you have. The man gave them the coordinates. Yeah, sure, here. This is where it happened. Here. Non-existent farmhouse. They came back with it in court. And they came back with it as a signed fucking confession, signed in printer ink. Fuck you. Do the research, asshole, before you open your cake hole. The next motherfucker that steps to me about Dave, I'm gonna find out where you live. You don't want that. You don't want old school Sean. No, you don't want him. Most of y'all motherfuckers gonna get him. Because I'll tell you what, I'm starting to get a little bit fed up now. Between the roommate from hell that won't leave me alone, even though I kicked him out of me. To you motherfuckers, yeah, test my patience. Test how short my fucking fuse is. Keep talking shit in them comments. I've noticed y'all have either let up, or me and Dave are being pretty meticulous about weeding you fuckers out of the fucking comments. I don't know which it is, but you better keep it up. And I know this fucking video is gonna bring a lot of thumbs down. Do I give a fuck? No, I don't, because I'm gonna tell you something. I don't do this shit for me. I do this shit to make my penance, and that is not for me. That is for my eternal soul, because I should have been brave. I should have told on him, and if I had told on him way the fuck back then, maybe, just maybe, some kids would still be alive. Do you see what tree I'm barking up? So you think about that before you take my fucking name into your mouth. Plymouth Fury out.
His name's Drake.
Dank. Dank Williams. Dank.
Whatever the hell your name is, dude. I don't know what your problem is with my uncle, but it better cease. My uncle's not trying to abduct any child. He's trying to help out his nephew, my son. So if you have a problem with my Uncle Dave, my phone number, I will give you my phone number, and I'll give you my Gmail. Contact me personally and say what you got to say, and I'll straighten your ass out. My Uncle Dave hasn't hurt anybody. He served his country proudly. He worked his whole life to retire in peace and have a little privacy, and you got a bug up your ass for some reason. Maybe it's because of the fucked up name your mother and father gave you, where you're picked on as a child, and all you can do is abuse other people on YouTube. You're pretty pathetic. I'd like to meet you in person.
That would
see if you have the balls to say what you say over the phone and on a video to somebody's face. That's what I would like to see. Anybody could say shit over the phone. I could say I'm going to beat up Mike Tyson, doesn't mean I'm going to do it. But when you say it to someone's face, it's different. And I guarantee it, on my mother's grave, you wouldn't have the balls to say nothing in front of my face. What did you do for this world besides pick on people? Is that all you got to do for 24 hours a day, is monitor people you don't like, and then you troll them? You're a piece of shit. Get a life. How about getting a job? Do you work? Do you have a job, or you just sit on YouTube all day? It's pretty pathetic that I got to spend time away from my 12-year-old son to have a talk with an idiot that got a name that nobody can even fucking say. And you got the right to pick on people? Dude, you really should get help, because it's a problem. I see all you fucking woke retards on this YouTube and all these channels trying to destroy this country. If you don't like it, you don't have to stay here. Joe Biden has an open border, and it goes both ways. They're coming in, and you can go out. You can go out that way, you can go out another way, and I don't want to have to make it that way.
There you go.
But if you don't leave my family alone and attacking my family, you're going to have to deal with me. And I'm an Army Ranger for 22 years. I can bring hell on you that you will never forget.
There you go.
So if you have a problem with me, contact me. My name is Joseph Long, 742@gmail.com. You got something to say, say it. Say it to me, not an elderly man who's trying to help out his family. I am his nephew. He is my mother's brother. that you're picking on here. And I will not let it go by. So maybe Dave can ignore your stupid ass, but I will not let it go. And if you keep attacking him, I'm going to find out where you are. And it's not hard because we have family in police, and I have friends that are in the Secret Service still. I could find you. So leave my family alone. Don't worry about what my uncle is doing. My uncle has the right to help his family out. So, like I said, you have my contact information. If you got anything to say, email me. And then when you email me, I'll give you my phone number over the email so you can call me if you have the guts to say what you have to say to my uncle to me. That's how I'm going to leave it. Because you sound like a worthless piece of shit, and I don't have that much time to spend on you because I'm already living with one. So that's how I'm going to leave it. I know there's a whole bunch of you assholes out there, and you'll all be dealt with in your own good time. People are waking up in this country and seeing what fucking fools that you are that didn't stay awake during high school. So have a good day. Leave my family alone, or I'm coming after you. You don't have to worry about my Uncle Dave. He's a kitten. Goodbye, Dank. Whatever the fuck your name is. Yeah, change your name. Take some of your money that you make on your fucked up YouTube videos and change your name to a real name like John Williams or something that people could say. Fucking asshole. Send that to the piece of shit.
Will do, brother. Will do. That was
fuck with my family and see what happens.
That was perfect.
I've been shot. I've been stabbed. I've had 30 surgeries. I ain't afraid to die. I'm looking forward to dying. Anything anybody wants to do or say, I'm not scared of. I, too, like my uncle, was raised in a shithole in Hell's Kitchen, New York. I was raised from an early age. I grew up around pimps, prostitutes. I lived around the Irish mob. My two uncles went to prison for murder. These people that fuck around with my family, they don't know what they're doing.
They're going to find out about it.
You got nothing better to do than to pick on an old man trying to help his family. That's really nice. I hope someday that your family needs help and nobody helps you. You'll wish you had fucking family, you piece of shit. You probably don't. That's why you spend all day on fucking YouTube picking on people. And I would never, ever have any hesitations of leaving my son along with my Uncle Dave for a minute, an hour, or a week. My son's safe.
There you go, fucker. Dank.
And if I die tomorrow, my son will go to my Uncle Dave. Because I know my Uncle Dave would die for my son. I'm done. I had enough of that fucking asshole. Let him hear it. And if he has the balls, respond.
You hear that, Dank? You understand who you're fucking with now? You better. You fucking better.
Well, he's got my email. If he has any balls, contact me.
You know these fucking keyboard warriors.
Say what you got to say to make my say what you got to say. Your problems about my uncle. Tell me what your problem is with him. What did he do to you? Did he molest someone in your family? Did he touch you? Or somebody else must have touched you if you know about this kind of shit.
Yep.
You sick fuck. You're the one that's probably molesting children. They always say it's the person that throws stones at other people that's the ones that are guilty.
You only got to look to the government to realize that that's true.
Yep. If I molested a child, I'd go to jail. Bill Clinton molests children, and he gets $1 million book deal. And Dank, the way the government's going now, if I killed you, I'd probably only get 6 weeks in jail. They're letting all the killers out, Dank. Remember? It's the people like you that voted for fucking retards like Biden that makes murder now not really a real serious crime. And in Florida, bodies disappear real fast with alligators.
That's fucking true, isn't it? Instant body disposal.
Instant. You don't got to do nothing. You drive to the lake, push them in the water, and there's no evidence. Come to Florida, Dank. You could spend a week with at my house for free. I'll even feed your fucking ass. And call the authorities and threaten that I'm killing you. I'm not threatening you on nothing. I'm just telling you to leave my family alone. But enough to make a threat with someone to say, oh, I heard you do it over the phone. Yeah, I wouldn't tell you it was coming. You wouldn't see it coming, you fuck.
Imagine that. He calls the cops and tells them that shit. And the cops will look at him and go, you threaten that guy? Are you fucking nuts, fuck? Do you threaten that guy's family? Are you fucking kidding me?
A Marine with an honorable discharge. I wonder if a guy named Dank or Dork can get into the military. What did he do to this for this country? Or is he even from this country with a name like that? He's probably a fucking Dank.
His fucking picture, I'll tell you what, this picture looks fucking pretty sketch to me, man. You're a fucking terrorist.
Yeah, he's probably a dirtbag. Father probably molested him and fucking stuck the cucumber up little Danky's ass, and that's got him upset for the rest of his life.
That is usually how it works, man. I know it's upset me for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's how it is. You got no way to release your anger, so you take it on other people.
That's it. Thank God for death metal.
Where's this asshole from?
I fucking don't know, but I'm gonna find out. I figure if I watch enough of his videos, he's gonna let something slip somewhere. I'll figure out where he's at.
Oh, I'd love to find out where you live, you fuck. I'd pay you a visit real fast.
People seem to think there's no one on the other ends of these fucking keyboards. They can just say whatever the fuck they want, right? Dumb fuck.
Yeah, that's the way the government made it now. If you say what they agree with, you can say whatever you want. But if you say what they don't agree with, then you get banned or knocked off YouTube.
Yep. Motherfucker.
Piece of shit. Dank probably in his mommy's basement. Mommy brings him down a TV dinner and a glass of grape Kool-Aid so he could stay on the computer.
Oh well, I will say that I looked at a few of his other videos, and you know, it's a shame. It's a waste of fucking talent, but he is quite the artisan. Like, he does some pretty nice woodwork. I will give him that. But fuck, man. So he has his outlet, so he has no excuse. Fuck, he has his outlet. There's his fucking outlet. Fucker.
So if he's that fucking talented, why is he attacking people?
Makes him.
Well, and he put his fucking time and energy into something constructive that's to make the world better and trying to make people fucking fight. Don't we have enough fighting going on in this country now? Without fucking individuals starting it?
There you go.
Just like people bitched about Howard Stern in the 80s and 90s. And Howard Stern always used to say, you have two choices. You can either listen or turn it off. You don't like it, don't listen. That's it. There's all two choices in life. Boy, girl, live, die. Turn it on, turn it off. It's not that hard.
Well, households like this have a way of complicating things that are fucking very fucking elementally simple. Like, oh, it's possible maybe that Dave is innocent. It's possible maybe that confessions aren't supposed to be signed in fucking printer ink, you goomba fuck.
My uncle never touched anybody. I'm 59 years old. I know my uncle my whole life. My uncle is loving, caring, and he doesn't care about nothing. He don't let nothing bother him. But it bothers me when people pick on my family. And he's 70-something years old. You're going to pick on a 70-something-year-old man. That's disgusting. I wonder how old fucking Dank is.
Well,
I'd still like to know what he did for this country, that he can assault a Marine and nobody does nothing about it.
Now to find out
Why can't we get him back?
Find out. Oh, I flagged him already a couple times. Fucking, we should find out where he lives and have the local regiment of the Marines pay him a fucking visit. See how he likes that.
Yeah, he probably hide in Mommy's basement.
Yep.
Tell Mommy, I'm not here, Mom. Tell him I'm not here, Mommy.
We warned him, man. We warned him. We kept warning him over and over and over and over. Leave Dave alone.
That's how you know he wasn't. That's how you know he wasn't in the military right off the bat. I can tell you why. Anybody that's in the military knows what the military is, and you have respect for anybody that did what you did.
Exactly.
No matter if you agree with what they did or not, they're still in the military. They're still fighting for their country and your freedoms. You do not assault or degrade or anything. They're already being degraded along with our police being defunded. And these people that want to defund the police, when their mothers, daughters, or wives get raped or murdered, who's the fucking first people they call? The police. The same people they want to defund, they want to protect them. If I was a cop and one of these woke fucks called me, I'd say, deal with it yourself.
Fucking A.
It's easy to call people names. I can call you scumbag over the phone, but will I say it to your face? That's what makes a man. You don't say something over airwaves. Say it to my face. That separates men from women. And my cousin Tony Ann just was murdered, and he's going to attack Dave for that too, probably.
Well, Betty Wash, I'm sure as fuck did.
She accused me of murdering my niece, Tony, then posted photos of her family, including small children, that she got from my 2 memorial videos to her. She accuses everyone who is conservative of being a pedophile, except, of course, herself and her beau, who could not tear themselves away from their computers, where they both peered over their screens to admire each other while crying children being abused was playing on their computers. Her words.
Stop making videos of me. I'll stop making videos of you. Don't play my daughter, and we'll go on about our lives. That's all I ask. That's it. And you calling me a CP watcher and stuff when you know damn well I'm not. You know how hurtful that is? When you get called that shit and you're not one? Really? Do you know? Do you even have an idea what that feels like? See what a lying piece of shit you are? And excuse me? And now you just went back and said I watched CP. See what a lying piece of shit you are?
And we had to go and watch all of these fucking child porn sites, like 49,000 of them for a whole year. And you couldn't turn your head or nothing. And you have to pay for it. We spent thousands of dollars.
In one of the following videos, this lunatic admits to viewing 48,000 child porn sites, which is highly questionable, but I have a duty to report. So I called the Missouri FBI yesterday evening and filed a report. She brags about her and her boyfriend watching that filth and paying big money to do so. How you doing? I called you a little while ago. I'm the guy with the bad connection. I want to show you who I am. This is my DD-214.
Okay.
Look where it says clearance.
Okay.
There's a part missing. SSIR, Secret Service Information Restricted.
Okay.
It's not on the form because there's no such what do you call it? There's no such clearance. It's classified.
Okay.
Okay. So I know things. I brought my computer because that's probably the easiest way to show you. This person on the internet is a cyber terrorist.
Okay.
She's a little whack job, okay? She's whacked.
Okay.
She's got a crew that their mission appears to be to try to get people to commit suicide by constantly harassing them.
Okay.
Putting their names online, calling them all sorts of names, calling them pedophiles, calling them, you know.
Sure.
She accused me of killing my niece. My niece died March 15th.
Yeah, I was out there.
You was out there, right? Okay. So she's online, accused me of murdering my niece. Then she accuses this guy, Gary DiPietro.
How much do you know about that?
Because I posted a memorial online for her.
Okay, understood. Okay.
She takes the pictures of her family, of Tony's family,
Okay.
and puts them on her website,
Okay.
including pictures of a minor child.
Okay.
Then in the video, this video I'm going to show you, she admits her and her boyfriend sat down at their computers and are looking at, quote, 48,000 child porn sites, end quote.
Okay.
Now, I'm thinking to myself, you know, this goes back to the pyramids. There's 2.5 million stones in the pyramid, and they say it took 20 years. How many minutes are there in 20 years? It turns out you'd have to put 4.5 stones a minute in place to make 2.5 million stones and take them from 600 miles. So the math doesn't make sense.
Okay.
48,000 websites, assuming that each website had 1 hour of child porn on it, would take you almost 5 years.
Okay.
Okay, so I take that with a grain of salt, but if I see some shit like that, I feel a duty to report, because if somebody's on a child porn site and they're paying money, like she admits, she paid a lot of money, you're promoting what these persons are doing.
Okay.
And if it was me, I'm 1,000, you know, I can't watch a movie where a kid gets hurt or dies.
Okay.
You ever see the movie Boy in the Striped Pajamas?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, how'd you feel after that?
Right. Right.
I was tore up for 2 weeks.
Sure.
I'm crying just thinking about it.
Yeah.
All right? I will have no problem with looking you straight in the eye and putting a bullet right in your face and watch your shit drip off the wall, and I'd go have an Outback steak and I'd sleep like a baby knowing I did the Lord's work that day. That's how I feel.
Right.
And I'm not saying that, you know, that I would do something like that,
Yeah.
but it would bring me to that point.
Right.
I worked on Wall Street 15 years. One Police Plaza was one of my accounts. I know all the cops there. One of them turned out to be my best friend. We used to go shooting at the range together. Okay, he's one of the guys who saw the tape of Hillary and Huma Abedin tearing the face off a little girl and torturing her to death and drinking her blood. He said, "You don't have to worry about it. It exists." And even the police chief said, "If you don't arrest her, we'll do something." Did they do anything? Nothing.
So what's this website you're talking about?
This, well, it's not a website. It's her blog,
Okay.
or whatever you want to call it.
What's that one called? You know, it is off the top of your head?
It's called. Well, I called the FBI last night too.
Okay.
It's called something Washam. If you type in Betty Washam, WASHAM, you'll see it. It's Betty Washam. Oh, where's my mouse? Let me boot this thing up. I didn't want to take this machine out of the house because it's $2,000 game machine.
What did you said you called the FBI, like, before? Didn't hear anything about it? Or
No, I just called them last night. It was about, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the morning. And they said, "Oh, get back to me." I gave my phone number. But I says, it sounds bogus, but you never know. I don't, when it comes to that, I'll let you guys be the judge. You know? Like one of these guys says, I'm not the judge, I'll arrange the meeting.
Right. So it's not like a Facebook or Instagram. It's like a
No, it's like a YouTube channel.
Oh, it's YouTube.
Yeah. Now I have it in the editor because I'm posting a video of her 4.5 hours of her bad-mouthing people and stalking people and cyberbullying people. Cyberbullying is against the law.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't use public records to harass people. That's against the law too. And libel and slander are definitely against the law, but I have a last known address in my phone here. Okay.
How have you been doing since your niece passed?
I haven't touched the house. I haven't even gone in the room.
Yeah.
And I was just like, every time I go in, I think about to clean her blood.
Yeah.
3 years she was clean.
Yeah.
And she's like, and the dog sleeps in my bed now.
Yeah. It's an unfortunate thing. I know, especially because my wife had asked me about that before with like, you know, stuff when people pass and stuff like that, and she's like, you know, do you guys?
I want to know what drug
Yeah.
was she taking? It had to have been fentanyl because.
I think we're still waiting on the medical stuff. I'm not 100% sure because that could take a couple months to get
Really?
through. Yeah.
It's like 5 months now.
Yeah, yeah. It takes a while because they get the medical examiner. They get inundated. I mean, every day, you know, people overdose and die. And
I don't know.
They do blood tests on every single one of them.
I look at it like this. What the hell is the point of you and I being citizens if some Mexican can cross the border and get everything free? What's the point? I don't see no point. I just resign my citizenship and get a sombrero. What's the point? I don't understand. And why the FBI is not investigating these people. They're all corrupt.
Watch all of these fucking child porn sites, like
Okay,
49,000 of them for. No, they wasn't. Red Ball.
And she's.
They were built by actual people who worked on the fucking railroad. And they found this town, and it was called the Boom Town. And they built this. It used to be a general store in 1890.
This is 2.5 years old, this video.
Yes, my friend died, and we had to go and watch all of these fucking child porn sites, like 49,000 of them for a whole year. And you couldn't turn your head or nothing.
I don't know what the hell she's talking about.
Everybody
Somebody hold a
just
gun to
thinks,
your head,
"Oh,
make you
just
watch
leave your
child
house,
porn?
Betty.
Where's she
It's
supposed
okay.
to stay?
Just leave your house.
I got her. I'll give you her address. I got her in my phone. The last address that I know that she's at. Because what she also does is she has wellness checks done on people.
Okay.
She calls up and she says, I think that, I haven't heard from him in 20 years or whatever, and they go to his house, break the door down and all that type of shit.
Right, right.
So that's another thing she does, is she admits doing so.
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely notate it like in a really brief kind of thing. But I think they'd probably be better equipped, or whoever the agency is around Springfield, like the Springfield PD or whatever, they might have some more information. Like for child porn, right? So child porn, like you said, it's a crime that occurs online 99.99% of the time. So we'd have to be able to track back an IP address to a given person. If she stays normally in Missouri, right? chances are that's where the crime is occurring. It's happening in Missouri, probably within her house. Now, whether she's downloading this from whatever site or whoever, it doesn't matter if she's downloading it from BFE in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
Because she's downloading it to an IP address in Missouri in this specific house.
So that's the
where the crime's
jurisdiction.
occurring.
So that's the subject matter jurisdiction, they call it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now see, what she's doing is she's attacking all the conservatives. Like Stony Stone, he's out in Illinois.
Okay.
Okay. She accused him of being a pedophile. She accused Gary DiPietro. He's up, I think, Connecticut. No, he's in Florida. She accused him of murder. She accused me of murder.
Yeah.
Now, if gas wasn't so expensive and you lived within traveling distance, I come and bust your face open. Now, I swear to God. Because I grew up in Brooklyn, and we didn't do shit like that.
Right.
Back in those days.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you
Right.
did something like that to somebody back in those days, in fact, when I was 17, just before I went to the service, I was walking down the street with a girlfriend. Just holding hands, and 3 guys walk up behind us, and they start grabbing her and molesting her right in front of me. But they didn't know I was a black belt. Well, I was a green belt at the time. So I punched one guy in the face and busted his nose. The other guy came at me with a box cutter, and I snatched an antenna off a car when it used to break off, and I laid his face open from here down to there.
Yeah.
And the other guy ran away.
Yeah.
And I was gonna beat this son of a bitch to death. The adrenaline going, you know what I'm saying? I would have killed him. Somebody even pulled me off him.
Right.
So you don't do stuff like that. I'm old school. You know, they talk about 19 hijackers with box cutters come on a plane. Yeah, okay. I'm 71. You come at me with a box cutter, I tell you what, you might cut me a couple times, but when that plane lands, there's going to be a proctologist there with a thing this big to pull it out of your asshole.
Right. Right.
Because that's where it's going to end up. So you can't give me that nonsense. I mean, this to me sounds like bullshit. It sounds like braggadocio, virtue signaling, they call it online.
It could be. It definitely could
but
be.
But
you
you never
said,
know.
You want to be safe. You want to make sure that it's at least reported.
I mean, if you can catch one.
Yeah.
In fact, there was a guy about 4 years ago called me up and threatened me on the phone. And he was stupid enough not to do the *67 or not to use a spoof number.
Right.
So I traced it back to his house, and I called. He's out in Ohio. And it's this guy just making terroristic threats. Here's the recording, because my phone records.
Right.
So when the police got there to serve the warrant, they took his phone. And guess what he had on his phone? A whole bunch of cheese pizza. And then they got a warrant. So, since you got the shit on your phone, you must have it on your computer too.
Right.
And they found this. They took his computer. They dumped his hard drive, and they found a whole bunch of shit. He's doing 22 years now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it can happen like that. It can be like a snowball effect type thing. So, I mean, I think, like I said, I think you reporting it is important either which way. Even if it is nothing, it's nothing. Or if it is something and it snowballs like that, then so be it.
I mean, sometimes you catch a guy jumping a turnstile in the subway.
Right.
And he's got a murder weapon on it that he just killed a guy 3 blocks away.
Yeah, yeah. And you don't know it.
And you don't know until you pick him up.
Right.
But if you let it slide, what's 30 cents, you know?
Yeah. No, I got you. And I appreciate you coming down. I remember, I remember Sullivan said that you had.
What happened to him? He moved down?
He moved to Scotland County. So I remember
okay.
the sheriff's office over there, I think. I haven't talked to him since he left, but I think that's where he ended up going.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you a couple of my cards that I had 10,000 of them printed for the Second Amendment rally in PA.
Okay.
That's my 1911 Colt cap and blow revolver.
Nice. Very cool. It's pretty good.
I tell you what, I'd rather get shot with a 45 than that thing. That's 45. I mean, it's impressive. You put the powder in, it takes 40 grains of powder.
Yeah.
And I use toilet paper for wadding. Put toilet paper in, and then put the ball in, and then put the grease on top.
Yeah.
And you shoot it. And man, how the hell they fought the Civil War, I don't know. Because when you shoot that thing, it's just, I can't see shit.
Yeah. That's probably why they missed out.
Spray and pray. And they got a thing now It's a company called Hatsan, Hatsan.
Okay.
They got a rifle called the Hatsan Blitz.
Okay.
The 30 caliber, full auto air rifle.
Okay.
And it's not a gun.
Yeah.
You can have it shipped to your house.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
And then they say, well, we're going to ban all these guns. Listen, asshole. The guy who shot Shinto Abe, the Japanese guy.
Yeah. Like
remember that? See, two pipes, a couple of flash bulbs dipped in Lycothan to take the lacquer off,
Yeah.
and a 9-volt battery and two switches. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
You're going to ban pipes? Yeah. Dipshit. Yeah, you'll get my guns bullets first.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. You know, I'm sure you're going through the normal healing process for everything that happened. And stuff
I
like
just,
that.
I just don't have. I don't know. I look at that room when I can't even go in the door.
Yeah, and I can totally see that 100%. And it might be one of those things where it's just one of those kind of things that.
Oh, here's the scammers.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
Oh.
You trying to squeeze an inch?
Hey, Steve, let me call you back in a little while, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, my friend. Take care.
Thank you.
Yeah, this might be one of those rooms people have that just you don't go in. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, but yeah. As soon as we know anything as far as that's concerned, what exactly she ended up overdosing on, I'll let you know. Right now, I have about 4 cases that I'm waiting for the medical examiner for.
I mean, is that a big problem in this area, or
overdosing?
Yeah.
It comes in waves. I mean, overdosing is a problem everywhere, but it comes in waves for sure. Your niece was, I think, if I remember correctly, she was kind of on the crest of the wave. So at the time, I think we had 1 or 2 overdoses that had happened here in Hamlet within that same week or so.
Right.
And then shortly after your niece, it had kind of died down. And it's all about bad batches that come through. It happens everywhere. I mean, it happens in Fayetteville, Raleigh, Springfield, I mean, everywhere.
You know what? I tell you how you can solve this problem like that.
Okay.
You're the President of the United States, you sign an executive order. 30 days from today, the U.S. dollar bill is no longer legal tender. Any of it. Okay? If you got Social Security, if you got pensions, you got money in the bank, no problem. The only problem you're going to have is getting used to the way the new money looks. So now, since the U.S. currency, the former U.S. currency, is no longer legal tender, all the contracts with U.S. dollars, gone. All the money that they sent over there, $84 billion, and all that shit they sent in pallets, Obama sent on pallets over to Iran, remember that shit? Wipe your ass where it worth the shit.
Right.
Ain't worth the shit anyhow. The only reason it buys anything is because the fool that you hand it to thinks it's worth something.
Right. Yeah, I mean.
And 2,000 mules, did you see that?
I didn't see that, no.
There's a tool that they used. They went to these people that sell, what do you call it, data for, who buys shit and who stuff online, all that marketing shit. And they said, we want the cell phone pings of everybody who comes within a 100-foot radius of this drop box.
Okay.
And they wanted that cell phone to cross at least 5 times, and they wanted to go to some drop office, some DNC office at least 10 times. And when they did all that thing, they found they had cameras on somebody, and they've seen the people put the ballots in the box. They saw it. It's there. They saw the pings coming from China. They take the IP address of the guy's house who was doing it.
Right.
It wasn't a regular election? Come on, please. Stop blowing smoke. Got rectal emphysema from people blowing smoke up my ass. You can remember that one.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Drive
I
safe.
appreciate your time, man. You guys are. I couldn't do what you do. I just don't have that.
Yeah, sometimes I wanted the same thing if I can too.
Yeah. All right, you take care of yourself. You hear me?
Yeah, well, karma's a bitch. I believe heavily in karma, and I've seen karma work plenty of times. You can only fuck somebody so many times before they strike back. It's like a snake. Pick it up 100 times and it won't bite, but that one time you pick it up, it's going to bite. Sorry, whenever I do interviews, I was on the office, you know Officer Tatum? The black guy that has a YouTube video?
Yeah. I love him. He's great. Fuck.
I was on his show.
What? When?
Yeah, I was on his show. Yeah, I emailed him and told him my story, and I was on his show like 2 months ago.
Far fucking out.
Right before me and you got back in touch. Right before me and you got back in touch with each other.
How could you not tell me that? Holy shit, I gotta find... Oh, wow, I gotta find the footage now. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it's one of them.
Fuck, I gotta find the footage.
Unless it was taken down, because he said to me when we hung up, he said, this might not be up long because you made a couple really heavy statements here that I don't know if you two will leave it up or not. And I was like, well, just... If it's, you know how to believe it's too bad, and no, I'm just going to put it up the way it is. I'm not changing what you said. But, and I seen it. My son's seen it.
Well, man, if...
But I never watched it. And
we hope that he fucking backed it up or something if they did fucking delete it.
yeah.
Yeah, he's police officer.
And now I'm trying to get him to get me on Fox News. I'm trying to get him to get me on.
Good. That's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, Dan, just have me on as a guest, you know, as a ex-military member. We served together and stuff, and we could just have a conversation about today's politics. And it's like, maybe, you know what, that sounds like an idea.
Yeah, man. That'd be cool. Well, fucking, what was I going to say now? Shit, it's gone. Fuck, it was important. I don't remember now. Damn it. Come on, John. God damn it. Oh, yeah. You said your last name. You want me to edit it out or just leave it?
Yeah, just my last name.
Okay.
Well, it's going to be on there anyway with my female, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. All right, fucking. And anyway,
I don't give a fuck. This motherfucker's attacking my family. I don't care if my last name's out there.
Cool.
And if any Marines listen to this, stick up for your fucking brother. Someone's attacking a Marine.
Fuck that, man.
And I went into the military because of my uncle went in the military. So if he's such a bad guy, he was a pretty good influence on me. I turned out all right. I have no criminal record, never been arrested for drugs, no DUIs, never been in jail. He's a pretty bad influence, ain't he?
There you go.
Nobody in my family's been arrested for nothing. And got this guy calling my uncle a child molester, and motherfucker. And in my family, no one can keep secrets. So if anybody molested children in my family, we would know about it and we would fucking disown them. It's pretty amazing that all my family still calls and talks to them. Assholes. I'm done with that guy. I don't want to waste my breath.
Word to the wise, Dank.
We're everywhere.
George E. Lanzas as Dank Williams. Look this asshole up on NCIS. I have a Lexus account, so I know every detail, Mr. Dank. Who the physic has a name like that? I use my real name on everything, because anyone who knows me, and anyone who does not know me, well, what do I give a shit? You think you know, but you're relying on the same people who locked up 500 protesters on January 6th, impeached Trump how many times, assassinated those who were investigating satanic ritual abuse, and as for that, well, you don't know what you don't know, And it is your ignorance and the 6-year pursuit of it that makes you stupid. Stupid and dangerous. And I find it absolutely mind-boggling that after so much time, going on 6 years with Batshit Betty, you anal retentives still haven't figured out that you are the butt of the biggest trolling joke on the web. Oh my God, it's no wonder this country's in the state that it's in. We have thousands of mindless lemmings doing the deep state's bidding, and they're too fucking Freddy stupid to figure it out. Well, as soon as they all legally change their names to Ivan Kutchakakov to match their GMO, soy-slurping, transgender beta male personalities, we normal people will see no more of them in the future. It's called social Darwinism, survival of the sane, and those who can feel the hot smoke being blown up their ass and have the mental capability and the balls to stop it. They live in mommy's basement, and they hide behind stupid, made-up names like Dank. Definition: adjective, disagreeably damp, musty, and typically cold. Huge, dank caverns. Synonyms: damp, musty, chilly, clammy, wet, moist, unaired, moisture-laden, humid, claggy. Hey, Dank, are you moist? Is that a rhetorical question? My bad. I digress. The name Dank isn't even a noun. What's your pronouns, Dank? Come on, we know you got some. Your secret is safe with us for about 30 seconds. I know. Pussy and soy boy. Hasn't got the nards to use his real name. Come on down, let's go get some kofefe. Maybe we can educate you here in God's country. Maybe we can open your eyes to the truth, the lack of which you and your crew of trolls seems to have an overwhelming abundance of. Hey, asshole, did it ever occur to you that those who are with me, in light of your use of state-generated bullshit about non-existent abandoned farmhouses, know something about me that you don't? Did that fleeting vaporous inquiry ever cross that 6 neuron and a synapse gray lump of feces in your skull? Did it ever materialize in the fog of your dissonance that what I and my people do has a price? Something that we were willing to endure in order to accomplish a mission? And that there are some people on this planet that don't virtue signal but operate within closed circles where the enemy is made to believe in their power to silence you, and in the process gives you access to their millennia's-old secrets? No, I'm sure that as deep a spelunking as it would take to pursue that line of thinking is well beyond your capability. And with that, I will leave you to ponder. I will leave it to you to accept the challenge to avoid spouting any more of your soundly debunked bullshit and learn from what your eyes and ears are telling you. If not, I cannot help you any further. Consider that Hillary Clinton lives in Chappaqua, New York, Nexium at 455 New Corner Road in Albany, New York, and the hostile-type hunting fields I call the non-existent abandoned farmhouse at the GPS coordinates here, which is 500 yards away from the Catskill Game Farm, a zoo where condoms were sold over the counter, and all of them are within a 20-mile radius. Go ahead and cut and paste those coordinates into Google Earth and take a close look. Cement-filled foundations in the middle of a forest. Tell me, didn't they have any dirt there? Shades of Epstein Island. You would think that this would be a challenge for you to investigate, but you can't, because you are paid to be a diversion from those who expose such things. I don't know. You tell me. Get a ground-penetrating radar set and go poking around up there. See how far you get before you are arrested. My guess is you'll see things quite differently after that foray into the truth. However, truth is not your forte. Meaningless bullshit that comes from the enemies of the people. That's the material you are so familiar with. You are a scumbag and a total piece of shit that isn't fit to stand on the dirt that us patriots fought for. You have no talent and no ability, apparently, to do any digging beyond what the Nazi deep state so conveniently provides for you. You are no better, but worse than the mockingbird mainstream media, who all read from a teleprompter just like your potato brain fake president. But at least with the mockingbirds, we get a fresh dose of bullshit every day. With you people, all you can do is attempt to sell the same dried-out, desiccated, mummified, and totally discredited and debunked bag of Soros-funded and rehydrated, reconstituted pile of monkey shit, and hope that a new batch of basement-dwelling 30-something jobless morons find your baseless vitriol entertaining enough to hit the subscribe button. It's not working for you, because with you, it's the same old, hate-filled, uninformed, vitriolic, hours-long, anal tongue-flapping, circuitous and cherry-picked narrative that causes your subscribers to come to my channels. And when they quit you and join me, they find someone who is not who you and your deep state trolls say he is. What they find is content that changes and reflects the true news of the day, and statements that are 95% verifiably true and independent of the mainstream media, and many times verified by their own documents, covertly recorded statements, and other empirical evidence. You shall know them by their fruits, Jesus said. But what do you know of Jesus? I venture to say nothing, but that's between you and God. My advice to you, not that you'll listen, is to find another line of work, like being a paid bullshit artist for the Democratic National Committee. Maybe you'll get to the point where you're editing the teleprompter for creepy, sleepy, quid pro quo, chomo, poop your pants in front of the Pope, Sieg Heil Uncle Joe. You never know. I'm a fucking instant moment poet. In the meantime, be sure to be prepared, because the guy you secretly admire, the fake president in the Romper Room Oval Office, is about to start a nuclear war. Maybe then you'll see the light, a bright flash, and the Matrix ends. Only then will you and your people see the truth. But by then you will be depending on people like me in order to survive, because information and the truth is more essential than potable water in those situations. And I'm here to tell you that if you really and truly believe the vitriol you constantly spew about me, Stoney, Gary, and others, then I have to say you are being manipulated by your own inner demons. My content is no joke. It is not clickbait. It ain't virtue signaling like the bullshit you spew. It is empirical, researched, and thoroughly validated, critically vetted fact. But why am I wasting my breath trying to enlighten a fucking troll? I guess I have empathy for lost causes. I gave you all the opportunity, but you still want to continue your vitriolic campaigns. What I know for a fact, and can prove beyond even your practiced ability to spin and turn into pseudo-fact, would set your hair on fire. But never mind all of this satanic shit happening literally in your backyard, which you could easily expose because of your physical proximity to it. Just keep doubling down on the bullshit and send more subscribers and viewers to my channels.
What's up, YouTube? Plymouth Fury here. Well. They struck the astonishing panorama of the end times, part 10, for vaccine misinformation. Ain't no information of any kind in that video about vaccines. It's all about the food. Why'd they strike it? Oh, I'll get to the bottom of it. Trust and believe. This time, no, man. That's another story. Now I want to talk to you, Dank. Let me tell you something. Whatever you believe about Dave is your fucking business. It is not my affair. The only reason I come into your lives and I want to debate it is because you have looped me in with him. You are assuming he's guilty, which fucking idiot, okay? If you did half the fucking research, you would realize what's really going on here. But you didn't do no fucking research. None of y'all did. You just condemned the guy. And your bullshit talk about he always gets into live streams and buries himself even deeper by talking about swimming and Boy Scouts, and you're talking about a fucking video that was like 7 fucking years ago when you and that fucking Freddy fucktard, you know, got on his ass and were like pit bulls after a steak. I saw the fucking video. I saw the interview. You and those people are full of shit. You didn't even give him a chance to fucking... Forget it, fuck. You're idiots. You're stupid. You're stupid if you believe that it's impossible to be framed by some shit like that. Jails are full of people framed for some shit like that. And if you're a truther, you realize this. But no, you'd rather spend all your fucking time trying to drag Betty Washam over the coals. You fucking moron. I don't know why your fucking priorities stand. Idiot. You're fucking stupid. I'm not gonna get in a live stream with you. You wanna get in a live stream and talk about this shit? You come in my fucking live stream. Ain't trying to suffer you no more. I gave you an opportunity the other night. Yesterday, I should say. Last night, 3 in the morning. I'm up all night. Peeps have been following me, know I'm a night owl. And what did you say? What did you say? You know, I really don't like you. Why don't you get the fuck out of my live stream? If you want to talk tomorrow, You're a fucking asshole. You're a jerk, and you're a fucking... You know what? I'm fucking fed up of your fucking shit. I'm fed up of all you motherfuckers. 7 fucking years later, you're still talking about us. Bitch. You really think it's impossible for someone to be framed for that shit? That's all they do. That's all they do! And if you'd done some research, proper research, if you'd have even reached out to Dave and talked to him about it, you would know there's no way that guy did that shit. I won't believe it. And for you to condemn me and loop me in with these chomos you're talking about, you're a fucking asshole and an idiot and a fucking ignorant son of a bitch. What you got to say about that, Dank? Huh? Talking about how we threaten you. The only time I threaten you, bitch, is when you open your fucking mouth and start talking shit about me. You don't talk shit about me and get away with it. Fuck you. If I wanted you, I'd have done had you already. But you ain't worth shit. You're certainly not worth me getting on a fucking plane and coming to get your ass. Fuck that. I got better things to do with my money than to chase your fucking punk ass down. All you talk in your live streams is about everybody else but yourself. You ain't shit. You gonna try and loop me in? Oh, I don't like you because you don't believe the same thing I believe. You're a fucking moron, man. You're stupid. And that's why you got no subs. And that's why you got 5 or 6 people in your fucking live streams, asshole. You know why I got 5 or 6 people in my live streams? Because I talk too much truth. I had 39,000 fucking subscribers, bro. And they killed my shit. That's why I ain't got nobody in my live streams. I don't give a shit. YouTube is a fucktard to me. I don't give a fuck about YouTube. You obviously do. What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Are you furthering this cause? No. All you're doing is about everybody else. That's all you do. That's all you're good for. Fucktard. Alright? What do you think about that? I want to hear what the fuck you got to say about that, bitch. Because you're full of shit. You ain't shit to me. Keep talking shit. Keep talking shit. We're back. Guess what, bitch? You think I'm bad? Just you wait. Just you wait. Fuck you. Plymouth Fury out.
Because I got to react to a comment that came in. It's from that Shakehouse guy, Plymouth Fury, Shakehouse Studios. He left a long-ass comment, and I feel like I need to address the comment. You know, I want to get your guys' thoughts on his comment, because of, I can't, it's not in me to be a complete asshole to someone when it's not being reciprocated. You know, the dude, you know, we may not agree on everything and all that shit, and I got a lot of problems, but I got to stop being a dickhead to somebody that's not being disrespectful to me. That's, you know, that's me in real life. If I'm respectful to somebody and they disrespect me, we're going to have issues like right away, you know? So that's not my style. And I think he understands why I have animosity towards him. And so, yeah, let me just address that when I go over the comments later on, because I don't want people getting my words you know, I don't want people to think that I'm becoming, you know, like I'm asking or I'm telling somebody that they're welcome or whatever. I'm just, you know, I can't go away from the way I am. I'm, you know, I'm respect first. Respect is always a very high priority, and I think I've made that work good for me. So again, I really got to digest this comment that he left, and then we'll do it together. So I'll probably see you guys in a couple hours. All right? Cheers.